Hey, what's up, guys? Today it's Preston here with Guarantee Gains. We're going to talk about how do you really lose weight. It's a really hotly talked about thing, especially this time of the year. People all doing their New Year's resolutions. They're really trying to cut the fat off of their bodies. But a lot of people really don't know how to do that. They think carnivore diet, think is it just keto, think how could you possibly do it? Especially keto, people it's pretty unfortunate, but they'll cut out these carbs. Then carbs hold water, so they'll just lose a bunch of water weight and they'll think they're really doing something well because they'll lose 20, 30 pounds. And then they'll hit a plateau because you can't lose any more water. They'll get discouraged, they'll start eating carbs again, then they'll gain water weight back, so it's even worse, and they'll rebound higher than what they were originally. But all weight loss things other than keto, which just makes you lose water, it includes a calorie deficit. What's a calorie deficit? It's when the amount of calories you ingest is lower than the amount of calories you burn from just your body's natural actions plus the cardio that you do, day-to-day movement. What is a calorie? A calorie is a measurement of energy. And what is fat stored in your body? The fat stored in your body is from excess energy that you ingest being stored as fat on your body because your body wants to be able to use that later because it's in survival mode. It just needs that. So you're gonna have to burn those calories off. So it takes it from the fat on your body. It's just really just a measurement of energy. And how do you start to lose weight? I think the best way to start is to track a few days of what you eat on some sort of fitness app. I use Chronometer. There's also MyFitnessPal. Track what you eat. Try not to be biased. Try to eat what you would normally eat, and just take the average of those and see how many calories you eat on a daily basis. You're gonna take that number. If you're trying to lose weight, then you're gonna want to take around maybe 300 calories from that. Whether it be 3,000, go down to 2,700, 4,000, go down to 3,700. And then from there, over the next few weeks, eat that amount of calories every single day and try to weigh yourself daily to see what happens over the course of the next coming weeks. Do not be discouraged because your weight will go up and down day to day, especially if you're weighing yourself multiple times a day. It can go up 5 pounds in a day. My weight fluctuates like 5 pounds, and I'm only 160 pounds, so that's pretty crazy. So you want to weigh yourself daily, and if your weight's going down at a decent rate on average over the next few weeks, then just keep doing your doing as long as you feel good. If you feel fatigued, you might be losing weight too quickly. Then you're going to raise that up by 200 calories, see how you feel. If you feel fine and you're losing weight, just keep doing what you're doing. If you take the calories away and you're gaining weight, you're just going to have to cut more of those calories, another 300 maybe. See what happens, track it again, and just keep doing it until you start losing weight. Okay, if you feel fatigued, you're going too fast, just cut it. I can say how to lose weight by cutting calories, but how do you actually eat that amount of calories? Because when you're bigger, people think it's just all about the metabolism, but really it's the fact that your fat cells are more filled, so it makes you harder to satiate. So you eat more naturally. Even if you don't think you eat as much as other people, you do eat more than you think. Just like with skinnier people, they think, oh, I eat all these calories. I eat 6,000 calories. How am I only 130 pounds? They really eat a lot less than they think. I used to think that until I learned more about nutrition and how this stuff works. But now I know this stuff, and I eat 3,000 calories a day, and I'm staying at about 160. So people don't quite understand how that metabolism works. You can sort of speed up and slow down your metabolism with caffeine, but really from person to person, it varies very slightly. So you're not extremely large just because your metabolism, you're actually eating just a larger amount of calories. Okay, so I can say how to eat less amount of calories, but how do you actually do it? So the secret to eating less is to eat large meals by weight, but meals that have low calories so they fill up your stomach because you're always going to eat a certain amount until you're hungry. even if you try, you have all the willpower in the world, you'll eventually give in because it's not easy to hold. So you want to eat food that will fill you up but is low in calories. Vegetables are really good. They have very little calories. A pound of broccoli has like 150 calories. Strawberries, most fruits, strawberries, blueberries, kiwi, oranges, apples, there are fruits with higher amount of calories like grapes, bananas, but still they're better than most other foods that people eat. You can just look them up on the internet or the fitness app that you're going to planning to use. Lean meats are pretty good. They're going to be higher in calories, but going to hold the protein that you need, like chicken, fish, shrimp, stuff like that. Egg whites, the egg yolk's going to hold a lot of protein, a lot of cholesterol, a lot of fats, but the egg white is just 6 grams of protein and it has barely any calories. Diet soda is basically going to have 0 calories. It can fill up your stomach. It tastes great. Some people don't think it's extremely healthy. I've heard it causes cancer, Alzheimer's. There's not any proof for that, but that's just what people claim because they think it's unnatural. Smart Popcorn by Orville Redenbacher. That's a great thing. It'll fill you up for just 240 calories, and it's this enormous bag. If you can gain weight on something like pounds and pounds of vegetables a day on that popcorn, on egg whites, it's gonna be just absolutely crazy. Uh, Syrup with zero added sugar. It has nearly no calories. You can use that in your daily food planning. Powdered peanut butter, although still has a decent amount of calories, it's a lot less than normal peanut butter if you really just want to get your fix in on peanut butter, because I know I love my peanut butter. If you're drinking whole milk, skim milk is a lot less calories. Although it does taste worse because you can't taste that fat, it is going to be way less calories. It's insane. One way I like to think about it is imagine you have a budget and you have whatever amount of money that you have from the given amount of calories. Say you're allowed to have 3,500 calories. Imagine you're spending that money. So would you rather spend 600 calories on a little bowl of ice cream, or would you rather spend 400 calories on a big salad with, especially no salad dressings? That's gonna a little drop of salad dressing is gonna be about as much calories as a whole salad put together. So you're not gonna want to do much salad dressing. But imagine you're a budget and you're spending your calories on those foods that will fill you up and make you satiated. And I think about the budget, the way to get money back, you can do cardio. Imagine that's your job and you're getting paid for that. So for me, at my body weight, there are calculators online. Running or walking a mile is going to burn about 100 calories. Me sitting on the bike for a half hour will burn around 500. So although if you're quite large, it's going to be really hard, but doing just that little amount, if you weigh around 450 pounds, you're going to burn about 200 calories just walking a mile. And it's really good way just to be able to eat more if you're struggling to do so, eating on a little amount of food. Another advantage is lifting weights, building up your muscle. So if you are eating in a calorie, like if it's stationary, if you're not gaining or losing any weight, if you start lifting weights and you gain muscle, that fat is going to be replaced with muscle. Although I've heard this, fat does not turn into muscle. That is a common misconception. It doesn't make any sense, but somehow people do believe that. That's how a lot of people view weight, or how gaining muscle works. It doesn't make any sense. And your muscle doesn't turn into fat. It can sort of be replaced by it, but other than that, it doesn't turn into fat at all. Okay, another good thing to have, I think, is a guide for how much weight you should be losing. If you feel fine, you should be all right. Just don't go too quickly, some ridiculous speed of weight loss, then you're gonna go into an unhealthy state. But I think 1% of your body mass per week is fine. So if you're 200 pounds, I think losing 2 pounds per week is plenty. That's 1,000 calories per day deficit. That's pretty hard to do. So 2 pounds per week for a 200-pound guy is plenty. Imagine how fast you're gonna lose that. You're going to be down to a healthy weight in no time. So 1% of your body mass per week at most. Okay, now, gaining weight is just going to be the opposite of everything. Some big foods to help you gain weight are going to be things that are opposite, obviously. Peanut butter, whole milk, peanuts. There's a lot of foods out there. Like I said, you can just look it up, and it's pretty easy to find out how many calories they are to help you gain weight. Although I think a lot of people have a misconception about what a healthy weight is. A lot of people think it's really easy to be too skinny. Although it is possible, it's very hard to do. So I think you should look at where you are if you really want to gain weight. Because if you don't have abs, if you're not very lean, you shouldn't think about gaining too much weight. I think you should stay at your body weight and maybe recomp. Just try to gain some muscle while staying at around the same weight. I think that's the best way to look at it because there are too many people that are like, oh, I want to be 200 pounds. Then you're just going to, most of that is going to be fat when you put that on. It's not going to be muscle. So the way you think about it could be incorrect. I think you should think about that, but that's how you would go about gaining weight. That's just about going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. You have a great